So I want to thank y'all all for coming. I'm going to give you a little bit of information about child abuse. I could go on and on and on about it, but I don't have that much time. So the first thing I want to talk about is the types of child abuse that I'm going to talk about. And there's physical, emotional, and sexual child abuse. Physical abuse is like kicking, slapping, and punching. Emotional abuse is verbal. You're ugly, I hate you, I wish you were never born. And then there's sexual abuse, which is pretty much self-explanatory. How to recognize abuse. We're going to talk about that. How to recognize physical abuse is physically seeing it. Broken bones, bruises, and burns on the child. Emotional abuse, it's depression, changes in behavior, attempts of suicide. And then sexual abuse is becoming unusually secretive, the nightmares, the not being able to sleep at night, and then not wanting to be around a particular person. And then how do we report it? Know that whether you think it's happening or not, but you assume it may be, or you have suspicion that a child is being abused, you want to report it. It's better to report it and it not happening than not report it because you think, oh, well, I'm not sure. So you want to call the local police department and report it there, have an open investigation. You want to call CPS and report it that way, and let them start their investigation. And then you also want to call the Texas Department of Family and Regulatory Services and let them start their investigation. If you look on the table, there's many pictures, and I'm sure that everybody's seen this. You can Google it, you can look and see that it's happening every day. And it's not just, it's parents doing it. It's not just people that you don't know. It's daycare centers. It's happening everywhere. 80% of the children that are abused are under the age of 3 years old. And those are the ones that can't talk. They can't come up and tell you that my older brother is hitting me. They don't know. The infants that can't talk at all are being abused. Over 600,000 children were abused in 2011, and that's a big number, and it's a growing problem, and we see it rise and rise every year. So you just need to be aware of that. That's all I have for you today. Like I said, we talked about the physical abuse of children, the emotional and sexual, how to recognize them, and then what to do once you do recognize the abuse. So I hope you learned something. Thanks.